Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are back yet again with a new video here, and today we have this beautiful 2021 Harley Davidson Street Bob 114 that we're gonna go give a little ride and review here this morning. And merry late Christmas, everybody. Christmas was yesterday. I hope everybody had a safe holiday and fun holiday. I hope you had lots of gifts and lots of time to spend with your family and loved ones on this interesting year. We're almost winding down 2021 here, so it's going to be quite interesting. Hopefully 2022 is a much better year for some of us, but we'll keep our hopes high. But yeah, let's get this ride review rolling. So like I said, we're on this beautiful 2021 Harley Davidson Street Bob 114 Milwaukee 8, and this is my motorcycle, and as you guys know from previous videos, I do have the CBR 600, and I thought I'd change it up. And it's absolutely crazy and stunning right now. It is December 26th, and it is almost 50 degrees. I mean, I'm in a hoodie right now, riding my Harley, and that's just crazy to me that we have this beautiful weather still. Knock on wood that we don't get hit with all this snow, but I kind of want to. Kind of want it to snow a little bit, man. I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, we're gonna do a little ride and review of this thing here, and kind of give you guys my insights of it, you know, coming from the sport bike thing and hopping on a Harley, and you know, my thoughts on it. And it's a little chilly, so don't mind me if you hear me do a little sniffling, man. But enjoying some back roads. I mean, look at it, just gorgeous outside. So yeah, like I said, this is my personal Harley. Love it. Bought it back in August of this year, and believe it, I have a little over 2,500 miles on it now. So I do ride it a lot when it is summer, you know, get together with my buddies and we just rip around town and wherever. And I absolutely love this thing. It's fun, it's a blast to ride, it sounds great, and just comfortable. Wait the cows up a little bit. So, great thing about this Harley, I really don't have anything done to it except a set of slip-on pipes, which are Reinhardt Racing slip-ons, which they sound perfect for the sound that I was looking for. And I just put on this karaoke speaker. Don't mind the engine light. I've had this thing tucked away for the past month and a half at least on the trickle charger, and for whatever reason I keep having this issue of the engine light coming on, which I have no clue why, but that kind of bothers me a little bit, but not really. So as long as it doesn't give me any problems, I'm fine with it. Let the old 114 eat real quick. I will say, man, that just does not get old hearing that thing rev out. It is just absolutely stunning sounding. So like I said, I got this thing back in August, so I don't have that much time on it, but at the same time I guess I do. But the reason I bought this, and you can check out my older videos about my reasoning behind it and why I bought it, you know, the main reason was to get something to go on longer trips with, and kind of buddies had some Harleys and I wanted to get one to go on some fun trips with them, you know, because being on the sport bike can be kind of boring by yourself sometimes. So I actually preferred to get the dyno over this, but now that I purchased this bike and I put some time into it, it's going to be hard for me to want to go down to not down to a dyno, sorry, but go to a dyno from this, just because this bike is so freaking smooth. And I mean, I don't know how to describe it, but everything about it, like, there's little to no vibration with it. You just get on it, you go, you don't have any problems with it, you know, knock on wood. And you just have an endless amount of power, man. That's a great thing about this bike that I love so much. And it's just one of those things where it's excessive with the motor that's in this thing, because you have such a small frame of a bike. I think this bike comes in at what? Don't quote me on it, but it's under 700 pounds. I want to say it's in the 650 range. But when you're putting that much power into such a lightweight bike, I mean, it gets up and goes, man. We're in fourth gear to do a roll on, and we just, you know, it just gets up and goes. Look at this view, man. I mean, you kidding me right now? That's a freaking view. Love it. Head down this road, do a little goofing off, do a little. I'm gonna shut up for a second and just let you hear the bike just doing its thing, man. Traffic, there's a lot of traffic. Let me go. So yeah, the big thing about this bike, man, is the power. Like, it literally, like, it just gets up and goes without any hesitation. You know, like, for instance, fourth gear again, you know, we're 50 mile an hour, and we'll just roll onto it. And it has a lot of bottom end on this thing. And, you know, I test rode a 103 after I bought this, obviously, and obviously I was used to this by now, but hopping down to the 103, it just seemed like they were such more top end oriented of a bike. And don't quote me on that, that's just my opinion, you know. But the 114 just gets up and goes, and there's no issue with power at all. And I personally like that. You know, hopping from the 600, it was a lot different of a power curve to get used to, just because this is so instantaneous of power. You know, the 600, you kind of have to be up, you know, over 9K on the RPM. But this, I mean, with 2,500 RPMs, just chugging along. The second part of this bike that I love so freaking much is how comfortable it is from the factory. I did not change a single thing on this bike. You know, the seat's the same, the pegs are the same, the mid controls, everything just fits right. You know, I've said this before in my other videos. I'm 5'9", and I just get on this thing, and it's just so pleasantly comfortable that nothing ever really cramps up on me. Maybe after a little while, on, you know, a couple hours of a trip, yeah, I gotta stand up every now and again, get a little stretch in, you know, same old stuff. But you can really ride this for a long time without getting any discomfort. You know, a lot of people have wanted me to change the bars, get a T-bar set up, but I personally love the freaking mini apes that are on this bike. You know, they're not high, they're not too low, they just fit perfectly, and I'm not touching them for a long time just because the aesthetics of this bike fit me perfect. So another big thing that I would say is a disadvantage to this bike is right now we're kind of cruising at a, you know, cruising speed on the road here, but the wind noise, I mean, not the wind noise, the wind resistance on this thing is atrocious. I mean, that's a huge downfall. I'm not a big fan of riding this bike on the highway as much, just because the vibrations on the highway and the wind resistance that you get from this thing are crazy. Like, you know, I don't know why, but you know, I'm pretty sure it has something to do with I'm not pretty sure, but I've been told this from the Harley dealers. You know, the skinnier the front tire, I mean, it's common sense. The skinnier your front tire, the more it's going to react to like bumps on the road and stuff. And like high speeds on this thing, on the highway, you know, upwards over 70, 75, 80 mile an hour, you're gonna feel it. And you know, you get that little wobble on the road where it's not quite the death wobble, but you know, you start going and front end starts shaking more and more and more. So you really have to watch yourself in that aspect when you're kind of cruising and getting on a little bit. But you know, we don't do any of that. You know, we are law-abiding citizens on the United States, and we don't do none of that speed and stuff around here, you know? Wink, wink. That guy behind me was a little suspect, so I was getting kind of nervous. I don't think he enjoyed me passing him. So that's okay. I thought we were gonna have a little situation right there, I'm not gonna lie. But that's alright, we didn't, thank God. But this is literally my favorite spot to ride to, especially in the summer, man. I'm such a sucker for bike rides like bodies of water. For whatever reason, it's just so peaceful just to come here and clear your mind. And I don't know, there's just nothing like it in my opinion, you know. It's just, I love the scenery of it, and it's great. Speed limit 15, man. We gotta slow her down, boy. Slow her down. Dude, someone's fishing today? Are you kidding me? No freaking way would I be fishing right now. Oh, it's so cold on that water. Nice and beautiful scenery here today, and I'll just go over a little bit about what I have done to this bike. And you know, there's nothing much, but we'll start on the exhaust side here. We have the Reinhardt Racing slip-on pipes. You know, they sound really good. You know, some stickers underneath the seat there to add 20 horsepower. Stock air cleaner, stock tires still. I mean, this thing's brand new just about still. No, we switched out the fog lights, put the LEDs in there with the white halo rings. Give you a little flick on test here. They look sweet and they flash amber when turn them on. Same thing with the tails. Now we threw on that Kuryakin Bluetooth speaker just because I like to jam out and be a little stupid every now and again when I'm on my own here. So the biggest thing that I do love about this bike though, is just literally the aesthetics of it. It's just so simplistic looking. It doesn't have the big fairings on the front, like none of that. It's just so simple and old school looking that I fell in love with it, you know. And that's hard to beat now, because with technology, you know, these things are pouting with massive amounts of technology, and it's absolutely crazy. But to me, that was a selling point. Just this white is just a stunning color with the contrast of all the black and chrome. It's just amazing. So yeah, I mean, there's not much else that I can really talk about. You know, the performance of it was just awesome. Handling on it could be better in some areas, but for the most part, coming from a sport bike, you know, transitioning to this, it's really phenomenal how it handles well. And definitely recommend it, guys. If you're looking to get into the Harley scene, you know, check them out. And it's definitely worth spending the money on them, that's for sure. You know, these things rip, they're comfortable, and they're going to be super reliable for you. So definitely check them out. But yeah, there's really not much else I can really talk about with this bike. It appears my battery is going to die yet again. I don't know what in the world is up with these GoPros and these batteries dying. You think for as expensive as these cameras are, that they would have a little bit better battery life. So unfortunately, I'll have to cut this review short, it appears. So I hope everybody enjoyed that little short run and ride there, and little small review. But if anybody has any questions, drop them in the comments below. Check out all the other videos. You know, we're going to keep pumping the content out, and we're not going to stop. And we're just going to enjoy this beautiful day that we were given today. And yeah, that's about it. Check out the old videos, like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.